Hey y'all, welcome back to Sincerely Shawnta. Welcome back everyone who has been here before. For everyone who is new, I'm Shawnta. So right now, just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Be sure to hit that bell button right over here so you can be notified when I upload my next episode. So today, what I actually wanted to talk about is a very serious topic, but also a topic that is very near and dear to me. So I'm a little extra comfy today just to give myself that comfort and sharing a personal experience with you all, and that is depression and anxiety. For me, this topic is very personal and important because it affects me, but it also affects others within our own communities as well. Now, within the Black community especially, it's something that can be frowned upon. It can be looked down on. Some people say maybe weak-minded, but in reality, it's just a lot of times that a lot of individuals are suffering in silence. And I know because I used to be one of those individuals who would suffer in silence, but now I'm learning different ways to express myself and cope with the situation. So especially in this climate that we're in right now, a lot of individuals are suffering not only just in silence, but more than they typically would on a yearly or a daily basis. Of course, again, the climate and just different things that are going on in the world right now, which is understandable. But it makes it even harder because, again, just suffering in silence is hard, it's difficult. But I will say that there are ways to, of course, get through it. For me, I was diagnosed back in fall of 2011. It was something that kind of came upon. I was triggered by something, and my peers were saying, hey, maybe you should go see a counselor. Maybe you should go talk to someone. And I said, okay, maybe I would. And what I found out was that I do have a chemical imbalance. Not only is it seasonal depression, I also just get really depressed, and which causes my anxiety. I get anxious. I have the anxiety spells. I have panic attacks. Literally, it's like in my mind, am I good enough? Am I brave enough? Am I talking correctly? Am I looking a certain way? I compare myself to others, and it's just different features and different things at times that I struggle with handling myself. It's not necessarily anything that anyone else is doing wrong or anyone else is doing to me in general. It's more of just me in my own head. Of course, I have friends who say, man, you're always overthinking. Instantly, I go into the thought process of, wow, are you judging me? Why are you judging me? Who do you think you are? But in reality, it's just my own anxiety attacking myself. So once I decided to go to the counselor back in 2011, they decided to place me on medication. At the time, they placed me on something, obviously, that I would take at night. It would help kind of ease my mind a little bit and allow me to take away those negative thoughts and just be able to get through the night and sleep. As time progressed, the medication, of course, definitely helped. I became a little better, but that anxiety was still always there. So on March 22nd, 2012, I went to my counselor on campus. I was in school at the time, in undergrad. I went to my counselor, and my counselor asked me to, like, how I was feeling that day. And I let her know, like, hey, I'm feeling a little suicidal. I'm feeling like I can't get through this. I'm feeling like I'm alone. I'm feeling lonely, because it's a difference between being alone and lonely. Even with people around me, I still had that feeling of I was by myself. So I kept talking with my counselor. My counselor said, hey, I need you to call 3 people right now who you know will always have your back, answer the phone, and just let you know how much you are loved. So I decided to call certain people. I'm not going to go into detail about who they were at the moment, but I called 2 of the people. They answered the phone. They gave me words of encouragement, motivation, anything to help me get through this hard time. I called a 3rd person. The 3rd person did not answer. It definitely triggered me. So my counseling session was over. I left. Instead of going back to my apartment where I lived with my line sister at the time, I went and sat in my car, and I called one of my older sorors, and I said, hey, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to kill myself. She immediately called my line sisters. I love those girls. She immediately called some of my line sisters, and they walked with me back to the counseling center, where the police, they had to call 911. They called 911. I had a police escort to the hospital, and I was hospitalized for a total of 3 days. Again, is something that I used to be so ashamed of. And I was ashamed because, again, being in the African-American community, it was, oh, just pray about it. You'll be okay. You're a woman of God. Just pray it away. You'll be okay. So what I did, I held it in more than what I probably needed to. So I would have moments of outbursts because I didn't know exactly who I could disclose things to, who I could share these things with, and different outlets of how to overcome this stuff. So I will say my hospital stay was extremely life-changing. It actually helped me for the better. I met some amazing people while I was there, and I realized that I'm not the only one going through this exact same situation. There are other people out there who are like me, who are dealing with this on a daily basis, and a lot of those people don't even have the same support that I have. So that was not only a scary, but also rewarding in its own way type of experience, and as well process. Now, when it comes to my anxiety, I have learned that I can't take on the world by myself. Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. Shawnta, you're still running 300 miles per hour. Okay, maybe I am. So it's easier said than done, but I've learned different coping mechanisms. So sometimes I do like face twinges. It's a comfort for me. I meditate now. I meditate every night, lay on my back on the floor, extremely dark. If the room isn't all the way dark, I put a towel over my face, lean my legs up against the wall, and I have breathing exercises that has been helping. Now, has the panic attacks fully went away? No, but it's life, and we learn how to deal with life. And for those of you who do not have the support like I have, now, I always joke with my girls, shout out to Theta Chi, Fall 11, Ivy Showstoppers. I love them. I always say that they saved my life. My AKA saved my life. But if it wasn't for my line sisters, my friends, my family, those who truly love, support, and encourage me on a daily basis, I don't know how I would get through it. But I will say that there are so many individuals who do not have that same support. And down below, in the description box, I'm gonna drop a website where you can join virtual groups right now. You can join virtual support groups. And then if you don't want to be seen and don't want to physically talk, that same website offers chat support groups as well. And you should definitely check them out. The group being able to get my feelings out. I work with a counselor at the moment. And this counselor helps me deal with the past and why I feel the way I do and why I'm holding on to the issues that I do. Whereas my life coach, the wonderful Regina Bond, so check out my last video, I briefly talked about her, but she's my life coach, which helps me learn how to move on and help me to move forward in my life and not feel stuck within a certain area. And for those, again, who may not have the outlets and the opportunities to get provided with a counselor, check with your health insurance. Most health insurances now, especially with the climate we're in, they are definitely assisting their employees with counseling. Check out, just talk to your insurance, talk to your HR department. Someone once said that just because you have experienced suicide and you go into the hospital and you get out, oh yay, I'm all happy. No, it doesn't work that way. I was fearful for days to go to sleep and be by myself. You know, once I had gotten out of the hospital, someone had to be with me pretty much at all times because I was just so scared and nervous, and I was actually scared of myself, believe it or not. But overall, I'm a conqueror, I'm a survivor, and I'm making it through. I'm making it through. I'm staying prayerful, you know, deep in my word, deep in my prayer. Even when I don't want to talk to anybody, my friends, my family, my line sisters, they are hilarious. Are you okay? What do you need? What can I get you? On a constant basis, and I'm very appreciative of it. Sometimes I'm like, look, y'all, I just want to take this nap. But I'm very appreciative of who they are. I'm very appreciative of who I'm becoming. And I think that it was an experience that I needed to go through. But someone once said that just because you have suicidal thoughts and you may even attempt it in the past, doesn't mean that it just automatically goes away. It's something that I think about, not necessarily on a daily basis, but it's something that I do think about often. But this person also said that you know in your mind that's something that you won't do. It's something in your mind that it just comes up because you think shoulda, coulda, woulda, what if back then. But I'm pressing forward, and I still have my hard days. I have really phenomenal good days like today, but it's okay. I'm living, I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm learning coping mechanisms. And I'm extremely happy about that. And I can't wait for you all to continue with me on this journey. In my next video, what I am going to be talking about is going to be so extremely fun. So actually, someone gave me the topic of, hey, what's up? Give me your thoughts, your ideas on being single and in quarantine. Being single, 30 at that, and in quarantine. So I'm excited about doing that video. And then of course, as you all continue to follow me on the journey, you'll learn more about me personally. So I cannot wait to share that video with you. It is going to be extremely fun. Maybe or maybe not, I can get this person on camera with me to talk about being 30 single in quarantine, but it's going to be fun. Oh my gosh, that episode is going to be so much fun. So before I go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, hit that bell notification over there. That way you are notified when I upload a new episode. And as always, please remember to always invest in yourself for a lifetime. Signed, sincerely, Shawnta.